Hello everyone. Today I want to share with you a crucial quality for success, belief. First, I often say, the more people you can gain the trust of, the bigger your business can become. The most important thing in running a business is actually cultivating belief. Imagine there are 8 billion people on Earth. If each of them believed in you once and each gave you $1, congratulations, you'd be a billionaire. Success is actually that simple. Why do I say that running a business is about cultivating belief? Running a business is essentially about cultivating the relationships between the boss and employees, employees and customers and the company. When the relationship between the boss and employees is not adversarial but collaborative, and when the relationship between customers and the company is not adversarial but collaborative, that business will definitely grow big. Running a business is about cultivating belief, cultivating the employees' belief in the company, and cultivating the customers' belief in the company. The reason employees don't give their all in a company is because no one will give their all to something they don't believe in. The reason your employees aren't giving their all in your company is because they don't believe there's a future with the boss. They don't believe the dreams the boss tells them can be realized. Therefore, he won't go all out. Running a business is about building trust. The more people you can gain trust in, the bigger your business can become. Why is running a business about building customer trust? If customers don't buy your products because they're too expensive or they want to think about it, these are just excuses. The most important reason customers don't buy is that they don't trust you enough. If they trusted you, they would definitely buy from you. Running a family is also about building trust. The 3 things people care about most in life are: first, career; second, family; and third, health. Why is running a family about building trust? When a wife secretly checks her husband's text messages, it proves that the family is already cracked. Why? Because she no longer trusts her husband. The core of the relationship between husband and wife is trust. Why is managing health about building trust? Many cancer patients aren't actually killed by cancer itself, but by the fear they have after learning they have cancer. Many people can overcome cancer. Why? Because they believe they can recover. Therefore, the 3 most important things in life, health, family, and career, are built on one word: belief. The more people you can gain the trust of, the bigger your business can become. How can you gain the trust of others? First and foremost, you must learn to believe in yourself. Only when you believe in yourself will others believe in you. If you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect customers to believe in you? How can you expect employees to believe in you? Why don't employees want to work for you? Because the boss has lost faith in the company. Why don't customers buy your products? If you yourself are not confident in your own product, how can they buy it? Train your employees like this: 100% believe in yourself, 100% believe in your product, 100% believe in the company. Only with this belief can you gain the trust of your employees. Remember, sales is the transmission of confidence, the transfer of emotion. In this world, I have never seen a person who didn't believe in themselves achieve success. This is the first prerequisite for others to believe in you: believing in yourself. The second is learning to trust others. The reason others don't believe in you today is because you don't believe in them. Many of us complain that after leaving school, we can no longer find true friends in society. Why can't we find true friends? Because in school, we trusted our classmates 100%. And our classmates trusted us 100%. But after entering society, many of us dare not trust others 100% anymore. I believe everyone's most cherished memory is their first love. Why? Because in first love, you give your heart 100%. But after being hurt, we dare not give our hearts to others again. That is, we dare not wholeheartedly trust anyone anymore. I often say the greatest tragedy in life is living a whole life without finding anyone who 100% believes in you. No one believes in you 100%. And you can't find anyone worthy of your 100% trust. How tragic is that? Why does this happen? Because you don't trust others enough. To this day, I make true friends every day. Why am I able to make such friendships? Because whenever I meet anyone, I do one thing: I offer my heart. I offer my heart with both hands. Whether they accept it or not is their business. Whether I offer it or not is mine. When I say this, many people laugh and say, "Then you must get deceived often." Congratulations, you're right. But I won't close myself off just because you hurt or deceived me after I've given you my heart. Everyone aspiring to success must remember to learn to trust others. Those who achieve great things all possess a childlike heart. This childlike heart means learning to trust others. There's a saying for leaders: use people without doubt, and don't use those you doubt. This essentially means trusting others. When you 100% trust others, more people will 100% trust you. When you give your sincerity to others, others will give their sincerity to you. So, if you want the whole world to believe in you, the first rule is to believe in yourself. The second rule is to learn to believe in others. Remember, by believe, I mean always believe in positive things, positive people, and positive words. I read a book called The Greatest Salesman in the World. You might not have heard of it, but you've probably heard of the scroll. The so-called scroll comes from this book. It tells a story about a very, very poor man who met a wealthy man. This wealthy man gave him a scroll and told him to read it 3 times a day, for a month straight. Only after finishing the first scroll could he move on to the second. Reading all those scrolls would take almost a year. If you read it on time, you will definitely succeed. Many people might read this book and then throw it away. But do you know what? I remember when I read this book that year. I believed in it wholeheartedly. Really, I only read 1 chapter a month. I read it once in the morning, once at noon, and once in the evening. Every single day. As I read, I discovered that I had truly found a treasure within this book. This is belief, the power of belief. It's like when I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. When I first heard about financial quotient, the concept of financial freedom, I made a decision for myself. I must achieve financial freedom. So, because of this book, my destiny changed. But so many people have read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Why haven't many experienced a change? Because, although you read it, you didn't believe it enough. I often say this: you are here listening to my lectures. But, in the future, only a very small number will succeed. Do you know who those few are? I was once like you, sitting in the audience listening to lectures. Why was I successful? Because when a teacher on stage told us, "Listen to my course today, and I can make you a millionaire. I can make you successful." No one chose to believe. Everyone thought, "Don't exaggerate." But do you know what? At that time, I chose to believe. Do you know why I choose to believe? Because I tell myself I have nothing to lose by believing. What if it comes true? I read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which talks about achieving financial freedom. It says that following his methods can lead to financial freedom. I tell myself I have nothing to lose by believing. What if it comes true? I read The Greatest Salesman in the World, which says to read 1 chapter a day, 3 times a day, for a month before moving on to the next. Many people throw it away after reading it. But I tell myself I'll follow his method. I have nothing to lose by believing. What if it comes true? I especially love believing in others, especially those who are more successful than me. whether it's Jack Ma, Steve Jobs, or Bill Gates. When they talk about their success methods and cases in their books, biographies, on television, in interviews, or on talk shows, many people say it's just luck. But I believe them. Luck can be accidental, and so can I. I believe success is inevitable. Therefore, I will definitely succeed. So, the theme I'm sharing with you today is belief, the power of belief. When you truly believe in yourself, you reclaim your own power. Remember, all leaders worldwide spend their entire lives cultivating one thing, belief. Whether religious or political leaders, whether it's Buddha, Jesus, or Muhammad, they elevated belief to conviction and conviction to faith. That's why they became leaders. To all of you here, if you are a salesperson, you must learn to believe in yourself. You must learn to believe that your customers will buy from you. Customers who don't believe in you will never buy your product. You must 100% believe in your product. You must 100% believe in your company. You must 100% believe in your boss. Only then can you possibly succeed in this company. And to all of you here, if you are a boss, you must 100% believe in yourself. 100% believe that your dreams can be realized. Only when you 100% believe in your company will your employees be able to 100% believe in you. When your employees believe in you 100%, they will give their all. Because no one will give their all to something they don't believe in. When you truly understand the power of belief, you'll know. Is it more important for a salesperson to learn sales methods or to cultivate a sales belief? I could teach you 100 sales methods, but without the sales belief, you won't be able to use a single one in front of a client. However, today, you only need to change your belief system through one lesson. Once you have the belief in sales success, then I tell you, I don't need to teach you any methods. You can generate countless methods and use them for yourself. Therefore, when you truly understand the progression from belief to conviction to faith, you can become a leader. When you learn to believe, you are a top salesperson. When you have conviction, you become a leader. When you have faith and can inspire others to believe in you and your product, you are a leader. What did Steve Jobs sell? He didn't sell products. He sold faith. In the hearts of all Apple employees and fans, Steve Jobs is no longer human. He is a god. No other electronic product has ever made 1 million people, 1 million fans, or 1 million fans worldwide queue overnight to buy an iPhone. Even the Prince of Wales queued. What does Apple sell? Apple sells faith. Therefore, all leaders are selling one thing: pushing belief to conviction and elevating conviction to faith. If you are a salesperson, you must learn to believe in the power of belief. If you are a leader, you must learn to change your own belief system. And not only your own belief system, but also the belief systems of your subordinates and your team. If you are a boss, a leader, you must find your own faith. You must have a mission. You must be able to have faith and become faith yourself. Make your employees believe in you. Make your fans believe in your products. And only then can you succeed. So, that concludes our discussion on this topic today. Thank you for listening. Because of belief, my destiny has magically changed. If you can believe what I'm saying today, and listen to it 5 to 10 times or more, when you find the power you believe in, you truly can do anything. So I'm waiting for you on the other side of success.